Hello? Okay, so we got, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna make this quick because I guess I do not have enough storage. But anyways, I'm Corona, when Corona hit, things did get real, because I no longer was active professional, working professional. I was now focused on my new family. By this time, like I said, I just had my second son, and it was me, my husband, and our eldest son. It was like we really had like a real complete family. Still weren't married yet. We were making plans to get that together, like really making plans to go down the aisle, do what we, make it an official family. Um, and I'm very blessed and happy. I ain't gonna lie, even though Corona was very stressful for a lot of people. Um, it's the fact that God allowed me to slow down, allow us to slow down as a family and figure it out. Because I felt like I had too many irons in the fire. I was working crazy shifts either at Marriott, or I think I had just left Marriott before that and went to Texas Children. So yeah, I was like working different odd jobs in between that odd hours. Um, And yeah, honestly, I had left Marriott, went to Texas Children, and for a brief while before Corona, I was at University of St. Thomas. So those are three different professional culinary settings that I felt unhappy with, honestly. Because when you are a culinary professional, it's like your creativity is stifled. You can only be so creative, so much creative because you have to follow the guidelines and the procedures of how your supervisor or the owners of the company wants their dishes prepared. So you have to do that. They allow you this much window to express yourself, but they want consistency. So, that's why they have that. So your creativity is stifled. Your security is limited because, that was really stressing me out because I'm like, bro, I'm barely spending time with my family who I really love and adore, and they really love and adore me. I'm trying to make this living for us, but we making it, but at the same time struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like these jobs where I feel like for all that you do in the kitchen, knife work, firework, lifting, bending, clean, all the dangers that you are surrounded by, there's no reason why you should only be making 11 to the max, maybe 15 to 17 an hour. That is ridiculous to me. So a lot of us in that field might have had a standard job with, say, the hospital or the hotel or the university, but we had to have other odd cooking jobs, catering or something, just so our family could be comfortable. So I just was like, I'm getting burnt out with this. This is supposed to be something professional that I can grow with and be proud of, but it seemed like slave labor to me. It seemed like slave labor. So I was getting burnt out from doing it the way that, the only way that it seemed like I had to, being a line cook. And it's just one moment, Joe. And so, yeah, I was kind of over it. So Corona, um, wasn't fortunate, but things happened. God lined it the way He needed it to be, because that really sparked my bug for wanting to focus on getting a business started, a culinary business, either private cooking or catering or location. So that really sparked the idea. Before, I was like, oh, that sounds like too much responsibility. I'm not even sure if I'm that good of a cook yet. I just want to keep learning. But at that time, I was like, you know what? What can I lose? You know? Um, And I wasn't smart. I should have been way smarter with the blessings that we were receiving from Corona and be able to start my business. But I just was focusing on making sure our family was okay and that security wasn't messed up. So I made sure that all the bills was paid and the kids had whatever they need, especially being stuck in the house 24/7. Make sure that it was entertaining for us all. Um, but after during that time, my me and my husband, honestly, our drinking both started to pick up, and it's like the arguments kind of became a little bit more heated. But it wasn't like bad, but for us, because I guess he had me spoiled. Like we never really, I when he would be mad at me, he would I would know he was mad, but he would never be disrespectful. He would never raise his voice. He would just tell me matter of factly how he felt about it and how he felt I should have handled it. And that was like, when I think about it now, it was like enough. It was sexy and firm enough for me to be like, you know what, I am doing too much. He don't like that. So, I would correct it. And he made it, not only that, he made it to where when I had a problem, I didn't have to go off and catch an attitude. I would just be matter of fact with him about it. He would understand and he would correct it. So that's why um what I'm saying, like our relationship, besides all the actual life situations, was able to stay beautiful and pure, because whenever we never cheated on one another, whenever we had discussions or problems, we were able to talk it out and come up with a plan together. And something was said that we didn't like, or one of our family members did something disrespectful we didn't like, we went into it together. Not you, me, y'all, them. It wasn't that. It was always together. So this new energy around Corona, where arguments getting a little bit more heated, kind of had me like, but when you are together for a long time and y'all have all kind of responsibilities and priorities, and by this time, our two kids was technically his third kid. So, that's a lot of pressure for a man, especially when he's making decent money, but not the money he know that he should be making for a family of four at that time. So, we would have our discussions, and we were still young and maturing, and immature, trying to mature. So we would have our heated disagreements. But yet, with God, we were still there and still worked it out and still continue to grow our family. We ended up having child number 3, number 4. And by this time, we got even more serious. We went, went down the aisle, but we went to the courthouse and made it official in on July 14th of 2022. Blessed to say, with all the ups and downs, still, this year makes 3 years. Amen. But in total, we've been together 15. So I tell everybody I've been married for 15 years, because from day one that I was in his house in 2010, and I was like, what this gonna be, da 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 da, up until now, I mean, I've been serious with him, and he been serious with me. Now, of course, I'm a young woman, and he's a young man, and I ain't gonna say we looked other ways, but of course, we probably found other people attractive over the years, but we've never been like, oh, let me have a sneaky freak. No, we were each other's sneaky link, not outside of any other relationship, but we were all we need. He rocked my world, I rocked his, so we didn't need anything else. So at that time, I was like, yeah, we need to go ahead and make this official. I'm not finna be a baby mama having all these babies back here and more, and you think you can just come and go as you please. No, let's make this real. And then not just that, but the women in his family, as much as I appreciate them and love them, they were making it very clear that, oh yeah, y'all been together, but you ain't his wife. saying and doing comments and showing behavior like that. So duly noted, you know? And so that was also more reason for me to be like, you know, you gonna make me your wife or you not. What's it gonna be? And so we went ahead and did the damn thing and got married. And since then, I feel like what God's been doing in our life is really making it true. It went from being rookie to, you know, exploration to, oh no, this is becoming real. It's becoming a little bit more serious to becoming real to it being trill. Like we are in the trenches and this is very real. We are a real adult married couple. We have real growing children and we have real adult responsibilities. So over the past few years, we've really just been trying to be better at our roles as man, woman, wife, husband, father, mother. And because of that, wanting to really genuinely give our best and really genuinely trying our best, we have been met with so much obstacles and opposition, y'all. It is not funny. I ain't gonna lie. Every day, it is another one. So, because of that, over the years, after having my daughter, yeah, there you go. It's like my anxiety through the roof, my anger through the roof, my frustration through the roof. Like I feel like, and I feel like that's why a lot of people will be like, because I've always been the level-headed one in my friendships, in my born family, and in my growing married family. Anytime anybody had a problem, they knew they can call T. Anytime someone needed encouragement, they knew they can call T because I will always tell them the real, but I also encourage them as well. And it just seemed like, I guess, over the years, I lost that because I felt like maybe I needed that and I didn't know how to ask for it and I wasn't receiving that. No. This is the first time in my life that I've ever been a mother of multiple children, which I'm blessed and I love them so very much. But let's be real, ladies. Kids is kids. And if you don't have the proper financial situation to handle everything that comes with raising kids, it is that much more stressful. And not only that, if you did not have a strong, structured family that shows you what to do when facing these situations instead of reacting, acting, and separating. You don't know the healthy way to handle that. So I just want to say that I appreciate y'all for this journey. I know that it's been very long-winded and everything like that, but I'm still growing and I'm going to continue to grow, glow, and go with God. And as I'm learning, I'm going to share with y'all. You know, my purpose is that not everything that we were taught from our ancestors and our parents and grandparents and aunties was wrong, because we honestly need to get back to their strength, their discernment, their wisdom, most of all, their strength and character, no matter what was going on. But in order to do that, we have to heal. You know, our predecessors, from our mothers, our aunts, grandparents, I feel like they were forced to deal with life as it came, and no one or themselves didn't know how to properly emotionally and mentally and spiritually deal with all that. So did, they, good and bad, did it the best way that they can. Some of it was a success and some of it was stress. And so watching all that and then seeing, how the women are now older, how they suffering with a bunch of sicknesses, or still not satisfied, have a good life, but it may not be completely what they expected. So they're not completely satisfied or happy with it. Um, and even in their old age, they feel like they just getting by. I'm just on a journey to find a better way, to do better, and to share with all of us women, whether we are women of color or others, um, a better way to do this. Because there is and there has to be a better way. And I am a fighter, so I guess we just gonna have to keep fighting and finding it. Because what is programmed and um, limited to us to know, that ain't it. That can't be it. And so we're on a journey and on a mission to find and do more. And I know and I understand there's going to be a bunch of people, bunch of demonic forces that's going to get in the way of that. But guess what? If you listen to my life story, it seemed like something that I've been dealing and battling with from the beginning of time. Not having my real father, mother, and stepfather going through their own issues and causing us to be taken away as a child, to me finding love and it being crazy, and then finding true love and it still being rocky. God is and has definitely been with me and my family the whole way. There's no denying it, and I'm so very grateful for his mercy and for his favor. And it's because of the heart, this big bleeding heart that he gave me, that people always say, oh, you too kind-hearted, you too soft-hearted. Well, it's because of this resilient, kind, soft heart that I'm able to still stand here today and still have reasons to smile and have joy. And I just want to share this with you and let you guys know that it is possible. Don't you let anyone tell you no, tell you different, or try to make you show you or make you feel different. Their God is the one who can definitely make the difference and let your haters know that he is the difference. So don't give up. Don't give up. I don't know who you are. It's like you don't know me. But I hope that this very long-winded yet interesting story can inspire you, make you feel a little bit better about what you're going through, make you laugh a little bit, make you even cry. And right now, where I'm at in my journey, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still finding. I lost, so to go into it even further, after Corona, I just been on a series of getting hired and fired from work from home jobs. So I believe that is God, and as they say, the universe telling me that that is not for me. So I've been trying to get back in the industry, or I just really just been trying to make sure that I'm of support to my husband and the decent money he's making to keep all of this going, and to for us to be homeowners. Because as nice as this is an apartment. We trying to be homeowners. I'm trying to get my business started. Just to let you know, I am really full with it. Can you see it? Oh, it's kind of. Hey, baby. But anyways, that's my business card. It say T Ladies Home Cooking. I don't know why it's not showing. Here we go. That's better. But that's me. That website right there. It's it really was an email that's not active anymore. But what I'm going to do whenever I can get focused, really focused, make it into a website so y'all can see what I'm have available that day and place your order with us. But everything's still on the building stage. Right now, I'm trying to keep my spirits going, to keep that dream going, but knowing that we have responsibilities. We got bills, we got kids, they got needs. So I need to keep something going. Um, but like I said, I've been having a tough time right now finding a job. I'm just trying to feel like I'm doing my part in my family and to get back to being a professional. But I've let that go. And right now with my ancestors and the Holy Spirit and God is letting me know, focus on what you can do right now. And right now, all you can do is be the best mom and wife and woman you can be. You're not a worker no more. When it's time for you to be a worker, get back focused on that. Right now, your journey, you are a wayfinder because you know we always find our way through it all. But right now, focus on being the best version of Teresa since you finna be 38. 2 weeks, y'all, 2 weeks. To be the best mom and wife. So I'm just trying to, that's where I'm at. This is where I'm at in my journey. So peace and blessings and love to all you beautiful people. And once again, when I mean beautiful, not just the outside, I mean your mind, your heart, and your soul. You don't have to look like a model to be considered beautiful because some of the most really beautiful people are ugly as shit. So don't be that. Be the best beautiful version of you. Love you. Bye.